You are listening to Metal Genesis on 106.7 PBSFM. Hope you're having a good night. That was Pantera, and that was a request for Ricky. That was Shedding Skin from the Far Beyond Driven album of 1994. We also heard from Wasp in there with Wild Child, taken from their 85 release, The Last Command, and we heard from Hardline with Rhythm from a Red Car, taken from the Eclipse album of 1992. It's 20 past 10. We do have the guys from Seppuku in. Is that right?
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Just to let people know who you are, I'll let you introduce yourselves first so everyone knows the voices that they're listening to.
Dennis, lead guitarist.
Sir Ben Von Bubble Trousers, the drummer.
Chris Sterney, vocalist from Extraordinaire.
And Keith Heckinger, the other lead guitarist.
And you guys are a Melbourne band.
Yep.
And you've got some kick-ass dates coming up and some great music coming out as well.
Definitely.
Oh, yes.
Just to get people in the mood before we start chatting, we're going to hear a track first. This is Right to Resist. Is this one of your new ones?
Yeah, this is the newest song.
The newest. Oh, there you go.
Written by a bass player who isn't here.
And what's his name?
Michael.
Michael.
We love you, Michael.
We love you, Michael.
Hope you're listening.
We're sharing a flight in your honour.
Damn straight.
This is Right to Resist. You have just been listening to Seppuku. What can you tell us about that track, guys?
Well, it was written by our bass player, Michael, who isn't here at the moment because, we have no idea.
Flake overdose.
But it's the newest song, and yeah, he writes pretty awesome thrash.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He can outshred us.
Yeah, he's a better guitarist than our two guitarists combined.
Yeah, which is strange, really.
What do you want to tell me about the name of this band? I thought it was Seppuku, but it's...
Yeah, it's seppuku, Japanese for
seppuku.
stomach cutting or disembowelment. So
It's a form of suicide.
How we used it was a metaphor for how the human race is killing themselves with war, pollution, and greed. So we try and send a message.
Pretty in depth, yeah.
Very metaphoric.
That's why, it's like we're kind of like the Megadeth band where it's like all kind of patriotic lyrics, but not really. So
Yeah, well.
we talk about current issues and yeah.
I know nothing about lyrics personally, but I just like to play drums.
Typical drummer
I
here.
like the thing too.
I only just wrote one of them songs.
Yeah,
He just
think I'm
bangs
cursed.
things.
So this new one that you've got coming up, this is the follow-up to your first demo, first cut.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
When's it coming out?
This demo.
Your
The new one.
Your guess is as good as
Our
ours.
self-titled debut album will be coming out later this year. We haven't announced a date yet, as we're taking our time with mixing down and further tracking. We're onto the guitars and vocals very soon. At this point, we haven't really decided on announcing dates and booking launches and such, because we'd rather release a polished album than rush.
Yeah. But the current demo you're listening to is released right now.
Yeah. And some of you guys hadn't even heard this until tonight.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm the only person who heard it properly.
Well, like we've heard them all like when we recorded them, but it wasn't the mixed proper copies. So
Yeah.
it's just we've heard the basic form, and now it's an open flower, and it's pretty and
given
beautiful.
birth.
Yeah,
Very nicely put.
Yeah, it's a cute one as well.
yeah,
So you guys are all a Melbourne band?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you?
Frankston.
Were you from?
Cranbourne,
Frankston and Cranbourne.
So
Cranbourne.
is this like your first band, or have you all come from different bands?
First
and-
band.
First band.
Well, me and Michael used to be in a cover band before we joined Seppuku, and I joined these guys first, and since our original bassist, thank you, Ben. Seems like our original bassist left, so I asked Michael to join in, and he goes, "Yeah, we should do it."
I can't even remember who the original bassist was. Willie, that's right.
Yeah, we had a friend,
Willie.
Willie from high school, and also a drummer, Ethan, that was a friend of Keith, and they lasted about 2 weeks, and both of them were just like, yeah,
More
it's
like
not for
more
us.
like 2 days, but
Yeah, well, put it this way, like we had 2 practices in a row, and like none of them showed up for those 2 practices, and when they did, they like half-assed it, and then they're just like, well, it's not for us.
So you're all feeling pretty tight now, though.
Yeah, now it's
very-
pretty good.
To
Like,
end the story, we're all babies, but we're beautiful babies, and we're looking forward to quite a lot of success.
yeah,
Awesome.
And
We'll try and make that happen.
yeah, it's a slow road.
What's the deal with the artwork on your new one?
I did that.
You...
Oh well, yeah. I'm doing the new stuff, and it's going to be a lot better than our demo cover because that was like
that wasn't actually bad. It was pretty good.
it wasn't bad, but I mean, like I changed all the colors around because normally when you print something, it turns out a lot darker. But these guys were pros, so they actually made so it was right, so it looked brighter, and it was
And yeah, thanks to...
it turned out not as good as I wanted it to, but it's still alright.
I actually really like it. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it's
well-
very 80s. It's really
Yeah, I was-
old school.
Yes.
I
I was
like
in my
it.
I was in the first year of my course, which
Fair
I'm
enough.
doing graphic design for, and now that I'm like 4 years in, it's like my skills are tenfold. So our next cover should be a lot better. So yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got to thank Implant Media for printing it.
yeah,
They did
exactly.
a great job of that.
Yeah, they're actually really good. Well, yeah, you got a promotion with them now for vinyls, so that should be good.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Let's hear some music. Let's hear I Hate Frank.
I
And then
really-
we'll find out who the hell Frank is.
We hate him.
It's only my hat. Souls of the animal kingdom. Eagle, fox, bottlenose, dolphin, octopus, house cat. Ornament punch.
Seppuku, I hate Frank. No, who is Frank?
Frank, we watched the movie Hot Rod about 200 times in a row.
So it was me, Dennis, and our current drummer at the time, Macca, who were like big fans of the movie. And so we were kind of just in practice one day and we're like, let's write a song about Hot Rod. And so, I don't know, we wrote lyrics like ran over a small bus, yada, yada, yada. And then I think we went home and then Macca's like, he wrote the chorus. So that was the I hate Frank, terminally ill stepfather, I hate Frank, yada, yada, yada. And then, and then that was it. And it all came together. And then added here and there and everywhere.
Basically, Frank is a really, really nasty guy, and we don't like him. He's not very nice a stepfather, and he deserves all the cancer he gets.
And he deserves it.
So I recommend you watch the movie Hot Rod to understand it. And what's more awkward is our bass player's stepdad is also called Frank.
So every time we're singing it, we've got to be like, Frank, we love you, don't Frank. Hate you, you're the best.
Yeah, but that's the
you're all
Frank we
cool.
love. You're awesome, and nice sound to your building.
Disregard the shirt.
And he looks like Ronnie James Dio, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ronnie Diver! You've been down too long.
Does he sing as good too? Maybe we should bring him in.
He plays guitar, and he's building an amp at the moment. And
maybe we'll get to use it when he's done.
No, I'm pretty sure that's his second child, so he'll swat us away.
Well, he's no fun.
Backfeeds, back!
This is why we hate Frank.
You guys even had T-shirts printed for this.
Yeah, we got a T-shirt with our new logo on it, and I hate Frank is on the back of it. So a lot of people apparently get in trouble because if there's a drunk Frank around, he'll go, "What the hell is your problem with Frank?" And
which didn't that happen before?
You know, it's happened to me. It's happened to a few of the other guys. It's happened to fans that have bought the shirt, and they just say this is the best shirt ever.
It's a bit of a niche sort of slogan we're going by because of the type of song it is, and because we're not releasing it on any albums. Yet we play it so often.
Yeah, it's a fan favourite.
It's really a fan favourite, and it's one of our favourites actually as well.
Because when you say it's about Hot Rod, and people that actually watch Hot Rod pretty much love it.
Anthrax's Dread, basically, right there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wicked movie, wicked song.
We should be on
except
the
without the
soundtrack
bad acting.
I am
Along with Europe.
So what sort of feedback have you guys had from your live shows?
We get really bad feedback at live shows. It's all Dennis's fault.
But actually, we do have really excellent feedback, no matter how crap we were on stage.
Did you just say accident feedback? Excellent feedback.
Yeah, anyway. But normally people are like, either people that have known us for a while and they're like, you've gotten better, or people are just like, that's the first time I've heard you and you guys are cool, and it's just that kind of thing. So people come up to her after shows. I've had someone after the Children of Bodom gig, and I was just walking down the street and someone's like, you're that guy from Seppuku. I'm like, yes I am. And then my mate was like, promote that man. And so you get recognised here and there. And it's always good.
When we started out, we were doing Battle of the Band shows, and I think we came second in 3 of them, and then we just got out to the more city scene because we were playing in Frankston and stuff beforehand.
Yeah.
And
Pelly Bar 3 times a week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we might have been bit sloppy at first, but then we got really good, and we've been getting lots of positive feedback lately. And all we do is really try and be funny and drink beer on stage. That's what it's about.
Dennis always spills beer on his equipment. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Keith's pedalboard never works.
You always want a circus act when you're seeing a show, so that's us.
Yeah.
What about the recording of this new one?
That was just
tell me about that.
one day. Like, we're just kind of like, we've already had the drums, and we're like, well, we've got this radio show coming up, so let's just record these tracks, and we'll make them nice, and that way we don't have to take it off the demo, which sounds like kind of crap compared to it. So so we're just like, we'll record these. We'll figure it out a day, recorded it, and had flakes, and it was awesome.
Basically, this is our second shot at recording. The first song you heard on radio was early in January when you played Instructed for exactly. That was off our demo.
That was probably one of the better ones.
That was the first recording that Seppuku did, and since then I've gone into track drums, and we decided to. Because of the extra time we had in the studio, we might we decided that we might as well do some unplanned, unclicked track guided live sessions. So I had Frank, and the Flakening, which is coming up later on, was all live, and we dubbed over it, which is not an easy task to do for guitarists
and vocalists.
Yeah, with live drums.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially my drums.
But yeah, it was like, because I had a problem with it when we were recording, because it's a little bit slower than when we play it live. So in other words, I'm singing normal speed, and then it's like, way too fast. So I'm trying to but if you listen to it and you can realize, like, if it's really fast and my vocals have been halted, it's kind of just it's hard to get used to it. But yeah, we did it in the end, but I wasn't quite happy with it, but it does the job, so yeah.
Pretty much the moral of the story is we play live a lot faster than we do in the studio.
Yeah.
Very fast.
As I've heard Jordan Rudess of Dream Theater say on some bootleg videos, when you're a talented musician, it's actually hard to play slow when you're used to playing fast.
All right, I'll take your word for that.
Good quote.
And you guys have got a few live shows coming up soon too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Speaking of it, do you want to tell us?
Well, we got one this Sunday.
Yep.
It's on the 17th.
The Bendigo Hotel.
But not too late, though.
Yeah, we're on it. It starts early
Yeah,
because
it is an early one.
It's a
isn't
Sunday,
it?
so doors open at 3:30.
Sunday sesh!
Yes.
Sunday.
We're on at 6 o'clock to 6:40. We're playing with Desolated, who are opening, then Headless, then we're on, and then Fragmenta, who are from South Australia, and then Involuntary Convulsion are headlining, and they're really, really good death metal. So give a shout out to them.
Good for no bassist, so yeah.
Yeah.
Count some slack.
Doesn't matter.
So that's this Sunday at the Bendigo Hotel, and you've got another one the 2nd of March.
2nd of March at Central Club. It's a really big thrash gig. Got Mason headlining, got Harlot, you got Party Vibes, and you got Join the Amish. So it's all really good thrash, and well, calm down because it's going to be awesome.
And it's just beer and metal. That's pretty much it.
And that's like the
We'll
day
check it
after
out.
Soundwave.
Yeah, and the day after, I'm not going to Sound. I'm going to Deep Purple and Journey instead. So, which I thought was the better gig.
Fair enough.
Steve Perry.
So you guys are on Facebook?
Yeah, definitely.
Get on there and check you out. You got some tracks up there.
Yeah, www.facebook.com/SEPPUKU-Band. So
We're always trolling Facebook.
we're always on Facebook. We're addicted to Facebook.
Yeah.
Our band inboxes are filled with just riddled nothing.
Yep, it's our crack.
Gen Wires.
So what are you guys listening to when you're not playing back your recordings?
Dream Theater.
Well, yeah, Chris is into more of the Dream Theater progressive, like Queenstrike.
At the moment.
I'm not.
But not Queenstrike. Don't put words in my mouth.
Anyway,
but yeah, at the moment, I'm into a bit of Dream Theater, Ninja Sex Party. Well, they're great. And just a lot of stuff. Been listening to a bit of Gary Moore over the time. Easy. I've got a bit of everything happening.
Our influences range from Megadeth, Annihilator, Testament, Mortal Sin,
Pantera,
and ABBA. No,
ABBA,
not really.
about the ABBA. What's the deal with the ABBA?
I just really, really like ABBA.
Dennis loves disco.
So it's metal.
I'm awesome. It's like I want to start a disco metal band, and if anyone's out there wanting to start a disco metal band, then contact me.
Well, we might go out with another track.
Sounds good.
Yes.
This
I
one's
might get
about
hungry if you play it.
yeah, it's fish and chips.
It's called the flakening.
You gotta love it.
Yeah, what's the deal with the flakening?
Well,
Okay, the story behind the flakening is we ate fish and chips during a recording session.
Yeah, this was pre-production tracks for our album.
Yeah, upcoming album. We were doing pre-production, and then we had fish and chips, and then our bass player goes, Michael. He goes, "Let's write a song called The Flakening." So I just started playing this riff while I was still plugged in and recording, and we wrote and recorded the song in 40 minutes.
I just wrote the lyrics, and like it was literally we had to write them that quick that nothing rhymed. So in other words, I just ended everything with inning.
Yeah, he started making words up, and
Yeah, it was just inning. Everything ends with inning because it's the flakening.
But it's so catchy.
Yeah.
It's so good.
yeah,
definitely.
You might have a hard time finding the word cakening on the dictionary, mate.
Yeah, so if you like fish and chips, you'll like this song.
yeah.
Excellent. Thanks for coming in, guys.
No
All the
worries.
best.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
And
Bye-bye.
catch these guys on Sunday at the Bendigo or on the 2nd of March at
Central
the
Club.
Central Club in Richmond. Or you can just go both days. Why
Or
not?
both.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Both days.
Thanks, guys. We're going to go out with the
Heavy
flakening.
metal.
Awakening, the official awakening, the full of fashion making, bad and we're taking with just a chick and dolphining, from the ocean capturing, the gummy China's reckoning, the difference of tasting and practicing. I'm both gonna reckoning, your hat will be shaking, get you a little shaking, with the differ offering, awesome in the making, for the weird catering. Fish, chips, hamburgers, trout, fish, and cake, fresh grilled bait. How many flakes do you guys want? Oh, now, enthusiast, big-ass flake enthusiast, the flakening, fried or grilled or baconing. Flake, together we will make flake, and eat all the flake.
Keep it locked to PBSFM.